After many weeks of no severe weather threats here in Michigan, we finally have a risk today per the SPC. I am Ryan, and this is Michigan Storm Chasers. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and dive into today's forecast, taking a look at timing, expectations, hazards, and also take a peek into tomorrow and Tuesday's forecast as well. But starting with today, Sunday, September 21st, we have a marginal risk for severe weather in place for a good chunk of lower Michigan. That is your dark green color area here on the map. So bigger cities include Detroit, Ann Arbor, Lansing, Flint, the Tri-Cities, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Mount Pleasant, East Tawas and Tawas City, Alpena, and Roscommon. That whole chunk here of dark green is your severe risk. Now, further north into the UP and portions of northern lower, so we're talking this color and this strip right here, general thunderstorms are the expectation. No severe weather should be expected there, but regardless, could still see some storms up there. Now, what are the hazards today? The hazard is one and only. There is no risk today for hail. There is no risk today for anything tornadic. So the main concern today is wind. It is a 5 to 14% probability of seeing a damaging wind gust of 60 miles per hour within a 25-mile point anywhere in this brownish red color on the map. So, for example, if you live in, let's say, Flint, you have that 5 to 14% probability of seeing a damaging wind gust within 25 miles of Flint. That would verify the forecast. So it's a very low probability day, but still there is a risk here to mention, and we will mention it here. So damaging winds up to 60 is your main hazard. The risk for some small hail is there. Severe large hail is not likely, not impossible, but it's not likely. Anything rotation or tornadic wise, very low chance of that happening today. There's not a lot of spin out there, but there is some shear to work with. We're going to watch it carefully, but overall not expecting anything to rotate. There is currently no risk, no probabilities per the SPC, and that seems to verify what I'm seeing with the models. It's very, very low end risk today for anything hail or tornadic wise. Now, moving into the future forecast here, let's go ahead and start with our instability model. We're going to see roughly 600 to as much as 1,200 joules, or should I say 1,200 joules, I apologize, of surface-based CAPE here. That's a decent amount to get some thunderstorms to get up and going. So we could see a couple strong storms across, especially lower Michigan here, where the better wind shear overlaps with our instability. Now, going into your high temperatures today, here is your temperature map. Here's at 6 p.m. We're going to see temperatures roughly right around the upper 60s into the low 70s. And further south and further east, we do have potential for low, perhaps mid 80s. And the higher we get, the more instability, the more fuel we're going to have. So that's why we have that south and east part of the state in a little bit higher of a concern today for that severe threat today, just because it's going to get warmer. It's going to get a little bit moisture out there as well. So it's going to kind of aid in a little bit more fuel for these storms to get up and going. But otherwise, temperatures today, low to mid 80s in southeast Michigan, and then upwards of 70s, mid 70s, upper 70s up there in central Michigan, and then UP, northern lower, upper 60s and low 70s. Now, going to the future forecast here, we're going to look at widely scattered showers ongoing as of the making of the video here at 8:35 p.m. Sorry, 8:35 a.m. As we move this toward the 9 o'clock time frame, we're going to start seeing these showers push east northeastward here across the state. And by the time we get to the afternoon hours, I'm talking like 3 p.m. or so. Let's go ahead and latest model here. There we go. Toward about that 3 p.m. time frame, right about here, we're going to see some heavier storms start to pop up across the Ann Arbor, Chelsea, Brighton area up toward that Flint area. So those are the ones we're going to watch during the afternoon hours. Peak time frame, we're going to say from 2 p.m. to about midnight, and we continue this into the afternoon hours. That line continues to push to the northeast, but more storms start popping up here by Cadillac, all the way down here toward Grand Rapids and Muskegon, Allegan areas. So widely scattered showers and some storms possible likely, actually, not possible, but likely throughout the afternoon and evening hours here across much of lower Michigan, including the UP, but severe threat should be tied south and east. Now, moving into the overnight hours, these storms will continue potentially into the overnight hours here. This is at midnight. We still have some showers ongoing across the UP up here, as well as central and southern Michigan. So just because we lose daytime heating, likely the severe threat ends with the daytime heating, but we still could see some showers and storms that continue into the overnight hours here into your Monday morning. And that brings us into the forecast for tomorrow. We're not going to dive too deep into it, but the entire state is under the risk for some thunderstorms. We do have two areas here that are close to Michigan for severe weather. First one over here across Lake Michigan, Wisconsin. I can't get my Zoom to work today. There's your marginal risk. It kind of comes close to West Michigan and also parts of the UP, but currently does not include those areas. And then also down here in southeast Michigan, there is a risk that does clip St. Clair County there, as well as portions of Monroe County, but that is currently the majority of it sitting off to our south and east. So we could have a couple stronger storms again for your Monday. Let's dive into that on tomorrow's video. Just keep that in the back. Keep that in the back pocket, back in your mind, saying, hey, we could have some stronger storms on Monday. And that risk continues on Tuesday. General thunderstorms are expected for your Tuesday for all of lower Michigan. The UP escapes that risk with no risk for anything on Tuesday. So overall, very active thunderstorm-ish type of period we're in. We need the rain, so let's hope we get the rain out of everything here. But we do have a couple chances for some strong, perhaps severe weather mixed in as well. Should not be a widespread event. Should be pretty isolated in nature. We'll be on it today. I will be here monitoring in the studio. If anything goes severe, you'll see me live here if that does occur. You guys enjoy your Sunday. I'll catch you guys tomorrow here at Michigan Storm Chasers YouTube channel. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.